All right, guys, Shotty T here with another video. I had recorded this second video earlier, but there were some changes that took place later that morning that probably would have made it more beneficial to talk about it now. Plus, we still have the game updates. I'm going to incorporate that into a later video later tonight when we talk about the changes for day 4 when it comes to versus and this new season. So that'll be a video in itself, and I'll probably also incorporate the Valentine's Day event because that'll make just combine that all together. So that being said, the thing I was going to talk about in the previous video were the profession changes, and we're going to talk about that in combination of the other things that go along with this season. So the profession levels, the professions stay the same: engineer, war leader. The things that are on the left side remain the same. It used to cap at level 70, but now there's an increased cap all the way to level 100. So the first thing that we'll do is look at the profession changes on the left side from 75 to 100, because everything that was up to 70 was already there before. So let's see what's on this. We're going to look at first in the war leader side. In the second side, we're going to look at the engineer side, and then we're going to look at the right-sided season-specific one. So let's look at this here. So arena expert heroes gain increased attack in the arena. So I'm guessing this goes up to 5% at max. So this will be pretty awesome there to get to level 75. And then here, Warzone Invasion. When your base is in another Warzone, hero attack increase in battles across the map. Okay, so going to enemy buster territory, for example, or attacking someone else's capital. If you're on offense, you get more attacks. So increases the incentive to do objectives during the week on those server war battles. Emergency capacity, increase the capacity limit of the emergency center. This is not by percent. This is just by a raw number. So I'm guessing the max capacity is 250 if it goes up by levels of 50. Here we have the drill ground prep number 2, increase drill ground capacity. So you had the first one down here, drill ground prep, which increased it. So it's basically like another level, another layer of increasing capacity, and that's relevant, especially when you get to like desert storms and winter storm battles where you have more troops to play with, and in case you get full grounds during the season. But based off of how this season is going so far, these troops are definitely being put into use. All right, so let's go to the level 85. Combat Raider. Heroes deal more damage during Desert Storm and Winter Storm battlefield. So that's, again, that's the second layer of that. The first layer was here. So I already got it increased by 5%, up to 5%. Combat Raider 1. So again, just another layered level of damage during Desert Storm and Winter Storm. Warzone Protector. When your base is in your war zone, heroes attack. So this is when you're on defense. So the offense priority is on the lower level, but to have a defense, you have to get to level 85. Same thing though. All right, so train protection. When defending truck and alliance trains, heroes attack increase. I'm guessing that goes up to 5% as well. So fewer chances that you're gonna get robbed, but there's always somebody more powerful you in the game that's gonna rob you. So I'm not sure if I'm not too thrilled about using that. Base Strike 2, heroes gain increased attack, defense, and HP when attacking enemy bases. Again, this is a second layer of Hero Strike 1, which is this one here. So increase up, so just more attacks. So the theme of this is attack, attack, attack. Hero capacity training, unit mobilization, reduced training time by 2 hours instantly. Okay, I like that. I like that there. And riot control, reduce damage from critical hit. Again, that's the second layer of that. And then the very top, camouflage march. Select a non-allied base to use. After selecting, choose a lineup. A camouflage march will appear on the world map to simulate marching and attacking. Visual march only, no actual battle. Okay, after use, enter a state of war fever. So I guess a fake march, like you're like a decoy or something. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. And then this one, mobile medical aid, decrease severity of wounded rates of in pure versus pure battle. So I guess lose less troops on a head-to-head battle. All right, so that is the war side. So the engineer side, we have, um, let's go beyond level 70, just to kind of compare what I might go into. So we got free teleport, gain one advanced free teleport chance. So it's not, I don't know why it says chance though. So it seems like you're not, maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. Once every 3 days. So I'm not sure how great that is. You get up to three store. I don't know. That's weird. Um, Win-win cooperation can only be used on the war leader. Reduces construction costs by 1% over 24 hours. Okay. Uh, Helping hand increase the number of helps received. Okay, that helps when you're building stuff. Of course, you can increase it by your alliance center building in your HQ. Truck expansion, increase the amount of iron truck and coins carried by truck by 5%, and I'm guessing that goes up to 25%. So that sounds pretty good, especially if you're resource short. Emergency capacity, increase the capacity limit. So this is the same. So that's the same on both sides there. Speed up bots used to receive one random speed up option. What type of speed up is it? Is it just 5 minute? Just one 5 minute speed up? I don't know. That's not very clear there. You have to get to level 85 to figure it out. Here, enhanced siege banner. So this is kind of like the blue flag. The blue flag that was originally down here. It's kind of like a enhanced version of it. Similar to, they got that on the warrior side with the red flag. Willing helper. Every time you help an ally, gain an extra 50 alliance contribution points. So you get more of those. Currency to use. Cooperative research. So you add an additional boost to help an alliance. Cause I use this quite a bit when I ask alliance members to help. Of course, you got your first lady. You can increase your buffs by 20%, by up to 50%, depending on what the buff is. And then you can use your competitive research or cooperative research. 1 and 2 adds up to an additional, it's like 45% if when you add them all together. So that's the research, and then that's the construction side. And then at the very top, you have here, use it to activate War Fever mode, triggering a 60-second blast cooldown. The blast will damage nearby 3 base tiles, reducing their durability. Okay, interesting little dynamite action there. One more time, when using the active skill, there's a 4% chance to skip cooldown. I guess that's just one of these. One of these items. I guess you got a small percent chance to be able to do it again. Roll the dice. All right, so that is the left side. So the right side, this is season specific. I recommend focusing on these, especially during the season. Some are more important than others. But first, you have the EXP. That's no different than the previous 2 seasons. You increase your experience points each time you kill a monster on the map. And these are season-based monster, of course. So the zombies, the Doom Elites, and I think this counts towards the what's that? The Doomsday Walkers. I think they may count towards those. We'll see. Same thing with buildings. Every time you upgrade a season building, that's the stuff that's on the outside. You increase your EXP. Recommend maxing that. This right here is very good. Double exchange. You get a chance to exchange 2 types of seasonal resources at a 1-to-2 ratio. They had it similar in the previous season with protein, and I forgot what the other resource was, coal and all that stuff. So same thing here with the mithril and the sacred water. So right now the bottleneck currency is the sacred water. So anytime you get mithril, if you want to convert that to sacred water, if you have 25,000 mithril, you can convert that to 50,000 sacred water. But once you're building that requires sacred water, this one here, once that's at max, then it won't probably be as important to have that. But at the same time, you can still use sacred water to upgrade this building as well beyond level 10. I'm pretty sure that'll come in handy later, and I'm gonna have to do another video because this is just a lot of stuff to cover. It's taking a while just to go over this profession stuff here. All right, so that's that there. So, and that's a cool down for 48 hours. So I still got just under a day and a half before using that again. Next, we have contaminated land transport. Gain a free contaminated land transport every 2 days, 47.5 hours without consuming an item. So consume one at a time. So you just get one. So this helps whenever you have to transport to take over a new city. Instead of using an alliance transport or manual transport, you can actually just use the contaminated land transport to go there for free. So that's pretty cool. This here, double conversion, enhance your efficiency, helping allies to convert protectors. So, and this, yes, again, some of these are tied together. So, professors, so whenever, like last season, when we had the Arctic Storm, anytime you attack some zombies that was too powerful, you come back, your temperature is cold, so people have to heat you up. And how they heat you up, if they had extra boost, it actually increased your temperature at a higher rate. So same thing here. Every time you attack a zombie or a Doom Elite that you don't meet the curse requirements, you end up getting these type of icons on your base. You see this person got a 9. So what you do, you'll just send a scout plane, which is this orange icon. You send it there, it'll decrease it by 3. But with that mastery in that profession, you decrease it by 6. All it does is just decrease the number of planes that it takes to get a teammate to convert their units to protectors. And those protectors are come in handy quite a bit during the season. And again, that's going to be a video in itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and help this teammate convert all of theirs real quick. See if anybody else is out here while I'm at it, because sometimes people, now it doesn't hurt you if it stays that way, if it's unattended, but you want to have those heroes converted. So anytime you can help out a teammate, do so. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. In fact, there are milestones for helping teammates as you go. I think I've probably maxed out all the possible milestones, but there are milestones you can get, season milestones that you can get mithril as you go, helping teammates convert their protectors. Okay, so that's that profession there, just to kind of show you how that works. Let's go to the next season specific, and keep in mind the season specific ones are the same whether you're an engineer or a war leader. The right side stuff remains, it's the same on both, so it's not like you have to pick one to choose which one is more beneficial. These green ones are on the same on both sides. So this one here is a must max. You pretty much gain instant professional ESP the higher you go. So that way you can get closer to that next threshold to unlock another point. Every time you increase your profession level, once I get to level 74, I'll get another point to use. So, and I can use that towards something useful, or you can just save it for something higher above. All right, so let's continue. This here, Sands Protection. While within the Alliance Center's range, defending heroes in your base gain extra defense. So the Alliance Center was something that was acquired through these milestones here. You had the Alliance Center. We gained that a couple of days ago. That helps produce your spice, and there are going to be spice wars apparently as the season goes. So our Alliance Center is actually, let me zoom out the map. Oh, it's over here. So it's currently right here. So if your base is within, I guess if it's within that radius, so this is that blue square. So right now my base is slightly outside that square, so I probably should be moving it in here actually, or we need to just have that Alliance Center place more centralized so more people can benefit. But either way, you get more defense, but we don't need it right now. So, and plus we'll be able to move it the deeper in the season anyway, so it's not that important at this time. All right, so let's continue. Where are we? Okay, next profession level on the season specific, which is double greenification. So greenification now covers a larger area per use. Instead of 1 by 1, it's 3 by 3. And you probably noticed during the map we had green. Now when I did this video earlier this morning when I recorded it, this ability wasn't able to be used because we did not capture a city yet, but we did have a city capture earlier this morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And once you capture a city, this immediate area turns green, and it allows you to, in a city that's green, you can convert that, and you can kind of see that's pretty much the case. I see this alliance got some parched areas, but we did a pretty good job as an alliance greenifying our area. We still got a couple of patches there. Probably, I think we can greenify. I think you can greenify it without a base actually being there, but I don't think I can use another one at this time. Yeah, it's on a cooldown. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. And when you do that, when you greenify stuff, you can actually uncover some scavenger resources, which I think we covered several of them. So it's kind of similar to last season. Whenever you have a chance to heat up an area that's been warmed up, you can uncover some scavenger items. So that's something that you guys can look forward to that are in season 2, by the way. Okay, so let's continue. We have this here. When desert protectors defeat an enemy base, they reduce the target base max durability by 1,000. So, and that's using those protectors, so that'll be a separate video, but we haven't had the ability to have to use that yet. When desert protectors defeat an enemy base, they reduce the visual size of the target by 10%. I mean, that's just the visual size, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect their attack. So that's probably one I probably should not have maxed, because it doesn't, or just one level, but still. This here instantly obtain 100 of the highest level protectors, and of course that's at the current level max. I think it was like 25 at level 1, but you definitely want to get protectors. Protectors are very key to have. So again, that's going to be a separate video. Sandstorm, this is kind of like the frost bomb in the previous season, where you can cool down the area to help somebody freeze. In this case, you put a sandstorm, which reduces march speed by 20%. So yeah, and you make the area become a desert. So I guess that's more of a defense mechanism. So some of this stuff I probably shouldn't even bother maxing out. I should have read them before doing it. I'll probably reset my points at some point anyway. Transform a 9 by 9 tile area into greenland. You may uncover artifacts there, which, okay, so this is the one I talked about. So what was the other one? Greenification now covers a larger area. So, okay, so this allows you to greenify, but this also allows you to, okay, I guess they're kind of connected. Now this here, the trap landmines, deploy a trap landmine on a vacant area, targeting underground creatures such as those sandworms. Position them in the path to force them above the ground, and you actually get pretty decent rewards for discovering these landworms. I've uncovered some large ones, some small ones. For large ones, you get that. For small ones, you get that. And those things, they do add up. You can use them in this bazaar. And again, the most important thing to use these on are these bottom 3 items, so you can stack them up. Now, yeah, so you can definitely use it for that. Unfortunately, I don't have any more to use. I did use in that other video that I recorded, but I ended up uncovering some scarabs, which is like the worst thing you can discover because you get nothing for it. Now, this little question mark icon shows you, like, anytime a new rally is done, this increases that question meter. So it's probably like 80%. And you can see there's an underground creature crawling right now. So if I had a trap, I would place it. It'll unlock a 3 by 3 area that you can place it on the map. So if I would have hypothetically placed it right there, then if they come across that path, it'll capture them and it'll bring them to the surface. But sometimes it brings a scarab, which is the worst. Sometimes it'll sprout a large sandworm, which is what you want to attract. So those are pretty nice, and you can accumulate up to 3 of them, and they give you a free one every 11 hours, but the most you can have at one time is 3. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And then you have here Indomitable Will. When desert protectors die during a march, 10% of them regroup back to the base. So you definitely want to have this at max. That way you can maximize protectors. That number that I showed you on that person's base, that was at 9. Anytime, like I'm just going to show you a quick, and I'll intentionally kill some troops for you guys to show you guys. And this is it's kind of going to dip into another video that I want to make separate on its own, but I just want to show you real quick. It's going to march here. I should die because I died here before, so I shouldn't be any reason for me to just all of a sudden kill this. Okay, so I died. So now you're going to see a number pop up on my base once they arrive back in my base. So 26. So what I can do is summon people to send their scout planes, and these troops that died, they now convert to protectors. And again, these protectors are pretty useful. So yeah, I guess may not have a lot of people on right now, but you should see some helicopters coming towards me shortly. But yeah, so that's pretty much all the professions at this point in time. So just wanted to highlight the different stuff there. But let me know if you have any questions. Like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification.